Hey guys, happy International Women's Day. So, I thought I'd jump on today and just tell you a little bit about what today means to me. I know it means something different to lots of people, and to some people, it doesn't really mean anything. So, it's all part of where you're at in your journey, or wherever you're at. So, for me, International Women's Day currently is just acknowledging the different challenges that there are related to gender, focusing on the challenges that are related to females. So, different things, unconscious bias is probably the biggest one that I've seen, and kind of the society, having all the rules and everything is all fair for each gender's inequality, but then society needs to catch up and the language that we use. So that's where I kind of feel like the day is really important to recognize that kind of thing. But lots of people have overcome so many different challenges that are specifically related to their gender, and it shouldn't be that way. We all have different skills within genders, and we're all really diverse no matter what gender we are. But our skills and our structure and our makeup should not affect the opportunities that we get. All right, the opportunities should be equal, and everyone should have a fair right to have a crack at whatever is going on, whatever opportunity is there. And that's why I think it's really important to celebrate International Women's Day, to really make it clear that in some spaces people, because of their gender, are still not getting those opportunities. In my kind of coming up to having International Women's Day actually mean anything for me, it was a fairly long process. I would never even call myself a feminist before, and I used to think, nah, I don't have any issues because of my gender, it's totally fine, I'm just treated the same as everyone else. Everyone who's saying that there's something wrong because of their gender is just a sook and just needs to harden up. But throughout my apprenticeship I was kind of like that, and then I ended up attending a few different events specific to women, to tradeswomen specifically, and that just opened up a whole nother world of discussion, looking into why things were happening, and hearing other people's stories kind of really brought it to light that some of the things that were happening to me were because of my gender, and some of them weren't. So I have a lot of things in my past that some comments and some situations were because I was a female, and some of them the same men in my team were in the same situation. So I do understand that not all of my troubles were because of my gender, but some of them were. And what made it really hard to work through those troubles is, not actually being aware of the root cause and pretending it wasn't an issue in the first place. All those kind of things that you just laugh off, but then you sit in your car and cry on the way home. So that's kind of where it is for me, just pretending things weren't happening, and then actually acknowledging that they were happening is the first step to actually fixing things. So that's what is really important for me, to be like, you know what, you keep saying, yeah, I'm just tough, I'm tough, but do you sit in your car and cry on the way home? Is there a bigger issue here that you're just trying to not make a big deal out of your gender? And it's not making a big deal out of your gender, it's just recognizing, this guy is picking on me, or this person is picking on me, and they're picking on the fact that I am a female. Alright? You say that, you acknowledge it, and then you can deal with it in a way that is specific to that situation. Not like, oh, he's picking on me because I'm a female and that's how he treats me to fit in. That's not okay, especially if you're crying on the car on the way home. That's not good. Okay, so that's just kind of my process of how I come to, having this discussion, and having International Women's Day means so much to me, is just recognizing some issues are specific to your gender, and if you don't recognize it and take hold of that root cause, then you end up really stuck for a long time wondering why you can't figure out what the hell is going on and why you can't fix it. So we've had a lot of wins, and to all the women that come before me, they've done such amazing things. Like, I've spoken to women like in the older generation that had to lie on their resume, or like not lie, like change their name on their resume so it seems more masculine so they can get looked at. You know, the right to vote, the right to actually work and get paid, the right to actually like not be owned by a husband. Like, all that stuff has come so far. It's just that for me, what I see is the society just needs to change, especially in Australia. Some other countries are still a fair bit further behind, but in Australia, I feel like society just needs to change the language, and it's happening. There are so many places where I go and I don't even have to think about being different. And then there's still some places I walk into and I feel like just getting a blanket and putting it over my head and pretending that I don't exist, because people are just staring and making comments, and like, you know, we still got some more progress to make, but we are definitely on the right track. Alright, guys, so whatever this day means to you, please just go out, smash it, enjoy the networking events, you know, self promote, talk yourself up, because that's what this day is all about, being your full self and not having any issues with that. Full self, guys. Alright, have an awesome day, keep on smashing it. Love yous all.